cool. And let me just double check that we're actually live, only because I'm getting a warning that YouTube is acting up today and that live streams aren't behaving like they should.
The streams ain't streaming.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. I think we're good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Lucky Ocean Podcast Late Edition. Normally, we're about 3 hours earlier, but we're waiting on Danketsu today, who didn't show up yet. It's very early where they are. I think it's like 6 a.m. for them right now, but they still haven't replied to anything. So I'm either assuming their alarm clock is a little late, or they're maybe thinking that it's like later in the day, their time. Maybe some time issue got messed up. I know that's happened once before. So me and Clean are just going to go live. We're here and we got some stuff to talk about. So yeah, how's it going, Clean? How you been? I know you haven't been with us for a little bit.
I missed you. I missed doing this stuff, It's good to be back. Like I said, I was very excited to be here, even if it is only for like 30 or 40 minutes, because I have to coach basketball. But life in general has been kind of tumultuous lately. I went from the highs of like going out to Connecticut and like working at a different pizza shop and kind of standing on like hallowed ground at Sally's and like Frank Pepe's and like Zupardi's and stuff like that, and meeting all the owners and talking to them, to like my grandmother passing away, which sucked. And then now my grandpa's brother passed away, who I knew, Charlie. And then my wife's aunt just passed away. And then my favorite college team, like, where I went to school and stuff, like got to the national championship, which is great, but then they lost, but it was a great year anyway. And so that was kind of like a little instant kind of like, not a freak out, but like you kind of get down because you had a chance to win it all, right? Which is kind of what we're all here for, is like to win it all. And so when you don't, like, it's good. But my friend bag went up, bro. I'm feeling so good. I
thought you got rid of your friend, no?
I did, yeah. Whenever I see something drop, like almost, cutting my bag in half, like it gets me real down. So like when it came up over 100% in a couple weeks or whatever.
Yeah, from like here-ish, right?
Yeah. I was like, holy crap, this is gonna be good. Because on that first little leg up right there is when I kind of got in, back in.
Right. Wait, where? Right here-ish or here?
If you zoom in right there. What's up, Andrew?
Yo, what's going on, Andrew? Hope you're doing good, man.
So the first little hill up and then the drastic climb down, kind of that first initial wave up is when I got in. Way back a little bit.
This one?
No,
or like
way,
here?
way back. Back.
Back here.
No.
Oh, here.
Keep going to your right. Stop.
Right here.
So that little bump up at the top right there is kind of like when I got back in, because the way I looked at it was like, okay, it's going to keep going. Like they have huge impact on social media as far as Cardano Twitter goes. I was like, yo, we're going. Like, let's launch it. Launch codes engaged. Guess what? Nope. Reversed. And then I just kind of watched my bag go sideways, down, way down.
Well, it reset itself, but yeah.
And it was not fun. And then I watched it rise, to over 100%. And I even made some ADA back. And so I was just like, okay, I'm getting out, just because for me, stacking ADA is so important right now.
100%. Wait, so you're telling me you're on Cardano and you're making money? Is that what you're telling me?
Don't tell anybody. I don't think we're allowed to right now, but yeah.
I think that's against the rules,
man. I did. I made money.
Damn, you're not doing it right.
The blueprint is you're supposed to just like shit the bed every single time, right? Like,
I'm glad though. I had an opportunity to make a little bit of money. I got screwed in another meme coin. I put in too much and it went to nothing. I think it was Yakuza.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Jupiter Analytics was calling it out, and I got in about a day too late, and it just crapped on me. So again, like I was super patient though. I waited like 3 weeks before I did another meme coin play. Like it's a long time in crypto to wait.
Yeah,
And then I
you're
got
being really patient at that point.
right, but I lost like 400 and I was
I
like ADA and I was just like, man, that really bites.
it's only $2,000 in the bowl, no big deal, right?
Yeah, it's not like it, it is
I
a
know, I
lot,
get it.
but
I get it.
it
Like
sucks.
I just think that you know, you got to do things because if you don't participate with the things like on chain, it can get rather boring, right? And so
Yeah.
even when I took my money out and I had some, I was like, well, I can just take the little extra and buy like another Omen or like a little Sappy or like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm holding it. Like it's about stacking ADA because when I saw like Friend go down by like 50%, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a part of me that was just like, dude, I'm not participating in this shit anymore. Like I'm not doing it. I'm not like I'm so sick of losing, you know what I'm saying? That it was just like I've made bad choice after bad choice. And it was just like, yo, I think I'm done. Like I'm not playing the NFT game anymore. I'm not playing the meme coin game anymore. I obviously don't know what to do as far as putting it into and I just never listened to myself. I told you like put it in SNCC, put it in IAG or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I will say too, though, I think Fren is the second. Like I always say, it's like AMD to Nvidia, right? Like Nvidia is SNCC and Fren is AMD. And right now, SNCC had its run up when Fren was just kind of chilling out and Cardano was coming back. And now SNCC is coming way down. I mean, in comparison to its recent high, not its all time high, but that recent high like a month ago.
yeah,
And now Fren is like, look, we can be the meme coin too. Like we can. And if you look like what was it? It was Bonk, right? That did the damn thing on Solana. And now you have I don't remember which one it is, but one of the whiff hats. And it's
yes,
going crazy. Like its second best meme coin could have made you just as much.
yeah,
So I don't know. I think if Cardano does have that run up, which we're all waiting for, Fren could be just as good, maybe better, depending. Like I don't know. I don't think personally it'll go to as high of a total market cap
yeah,
valuation as SNCC, but it could make you a better X on your return.
yeah. I'm actually thinking about taking uh like a little bit of that ADA, like half of it, you know, I would say like 650 and just throwing it into SNCC. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like
it's
just
safe-ish, right?
well, yeah, and it's down 30% or something like that over 30
Right.
days.
Yeah.
Like and like I was scouring Twitter and I was scouring Discord and I was like, yo, didn't I hear something like they were going to get listed? Didn't I hear something like they have some sort of announcement and other things like that? And nothing came of it, right? And so it was kind of like,
They
well,
had announcements, but the announcements weren't about a listing.
yeah,
So like they've been doing the right now they're doing giveaways. Actually, this is going to be pretty cool. Probably the only NFT that I'm actually excited to mint. Sneckies. That's
Sneckies,
it's going to mint on the 16th, guys.
which is my
Um,
birthday.
oh,
Can
that's
I get
going
a
to be
whitelist?
amazing. Hit them up, dude. I hit them up like yesterday or 2 days ago,
Did you?
and I got whitelist for people in my Discord who are holding. In like seconds, they hit me up and they're like, "Yeah, I got you. And if you want one too, like I got you." Like super cool, super relaxed, super chill. Like
Wait,
go
so who's
ahead.
running it?
Let me go check. Let me go look in the Discord and show everybody.
Because yeah, I've been looking at that and I'm like, yeah, this is a cool PFP, like pretty good, you know.
Andrew says, "I will mint Sneckies. Got my whitelist and we'll max out."
Oh,
Hell yeah.
100%.
So Sneckies is going to be, let me share my screen, is going to be another mining type of project.
Yeah.
So
Which House
just,
of Titans is doing really well. Like I'm actually really happy with holding that, to be honest with you.
I'm happy and I sold. Like I'm just happy that it's doing well because Apex went through so much. Like,
Dude, and he's doing exactly what he said he would do. Like that's the thing is like he's just saying what he would do, and then everybody was all skeptical and shit. And I talked to him this entire time, and it's like I'm glad that strongholds are going well, and I'm glad that I'm holding it. And so far, like, I'm just waiting to see what comes of it. But yeah.
So this guy, Bit Wilderness, he's one of them.
Okay.
Let me see. I actually haven't looked into the founders. I'm not going to lie. I just knew that it was hyped, and I was like, yeah, just let me hit them up and see what they're about. And they were just super chill. So that makes me happy too.
Yeah.
Anytime I hit somebody up and they're like that, it's usually pretty good.
Yeah. And I looked at this like a month ago, and I didn't know when things were coming out or like whatever. I didn't know what would happen. And then I just saw a bunch of reply guys in the back. And so when I saw that, I was like, well, I probably have no chance of getting whitelist, so we'll forget about it. But
I've seen Torps before. He's from PB, I believe.
Yes, he's from PP Coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PP or PB is the NFT. They have these little bees that are peeing.
Yeah, and they're pissing.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I actually
Yeah.
think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
it's fun.
yeah, the thing that's pretty interesting is when Sneckies first came out, I was just thinking like, oh, this is going to be, another thing that's going to be similar to maybe Viper and try to be like a Sneck secondary.
Yeah.
And then it was like, no, we're going to do Sneck NFTs. And I was like, I guess like you could play off the Sneck hype, and Sneck hype was there. Like it's still there, but it was like strong at the time.
Yeah.
So, I try not to just immediately write people off, but I did initially, just because I was like, so many people are trying to play off of the hype and make their own tags. So I was like, I don't know, like I'll watch it because it's got the Sneck name in its name, which I thought was pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
But no, they're legit. Sneck is also, I don't know if I would say backing them, but if
I
you
would say they're sanctioning them.
Yeah, they're like completely happy, more than happy to have them, which is really cool.
So it seems like they have a partnership, but not have a partnership. But it's kind of like, hey, we're cool with you guys doing this. You guys are great. Like whatever, So,
and they're giving away 40 whitelist spots over in the Sneck Discord. I don't know if that's already. Oh, it did end. It ended 2 days ago. But yeah, they were doing it through Mutant Labs, which is pretty cool to see Mutant Labs still up.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people were telling me that they don't really like the whole Mutant Labs thing because there's some people who are abusing the raffles and stuff like that.
With the C4 and stuff.
I don't know if it was with the C4, but maybe it was. Okay. I just know there was some arbitrage going on. They also, Andrew's saying for Sneckies, they have a very nicely written white paper.
Yeah.
Bit Wilderness is the Sneckies man. Is that his secondary account, or is Bit Wilderness, is that always been?
It's always been Bit Wilderness.
Okay, that's good to know too. And because I haven't heard of him. Has he been in the community for a while?
Yeah. I don't know exactly what he's been attached to as far as NFTs, but yeah, I've for sure heard of him. So cool. Yeah.
So that'll be the first NFT I've minted in, dude, maybe a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a year, which I don't know, man. It'd be really, really nice. I always like go to bed and have those dreams where I pull like a golden, or something like that, and I wake up and I'm just like, ah.
Well, you did not mint Sappies?
No, I didn't get a whitelist for Sappies. I hit up, I think Congo, and this got ghosted, and I was like, all right, well, I'm done. If Congo's gonna ghost me, then I don't really care to fucking deal with it.
Well, to be fair, he was going through some shit, I guess, at the time. So,
dude, I messaged a long time ago before any of that, but yeah, no, it's fine. I don't know. I felt a little like disrespected, and I was just like, all right, I'm cool. It's fine.
Yeah,
like, I'm nobody huge in this space. Like, I'm not like throwing my name around or anything, but I know you know me. I've talked to you once or twice, like in a space, like verbal. Like,
right.
Whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It's fine.
Who are you? It's like you don't have that many people to like remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it really is all good. Like I truly didn't care, and it was kind of an expensive mint, wasn't it? Like a 110 or something, or 210.
No, it was like 70.
Oh, I'm tripping then.
I think it was like 70. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Mike? What's going on? Greetings from the Trump with Hat NFT community. Hey, that's
Trump with Hat?
Is that on Cardano?
I don't know. Dude, did you see his shoes?
Trump shoes?
Yes.
Let me see. Those aren't on Cardano.
No. Trump shoes, they were auctioned, right? You could buy them, right? Dude, look up the Trump shoes.
Yeah, I got you. I just realized my screen wasn't sharing it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll share this and I'll go Trump shoes. I can't spell.
Yeah, good to see you. I was actually considering buying a alien cat.
You keep telling me that, and it keeps going lower every time you say that. So I don't
Right.
know. Just keep thinking it, and then pull the trigger in like a year. It's like
Yeah,
$2.
so these were on sale for $400. And
They actually is that actual gold?
no, it's I don't know. Maybe
Gold
fake
laced,
gold, but not like real gold.
gold laced laces.
But dude, I told my buddy Chuck, who I work with, like I was like, bro, you should get some of these shoes. I'm gonna try to get some of these shoes. And he was like, no way, no way. And I said, you can resell these for probably a very big bag.
Probably.
And dude, they were selling for like $1,500.
So they're sold out.
They're gone. Yeah.
Oh wow. Strict limit of 3 pairs per customer. Man, the people who got 3.
Yeah.
So I can't. What is this?
You're pre-ordering those
Size. Let me
shoes.
see. So like, would I be able to buy these?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Well, I thought you said they're sold
It's a
out.
pre-order.
Oh, so I might not get them. Or I'm definitely getting
I
them.
imagine since it's pre-order, you would get those.
So these are different shoes then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At least 10 randomly autographed by Trump. Man, this is an NFT collection.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And it was limited to 1,000 pairs, dude.
Trump's done more of these than I swear any other like super rich celebrity. Gotta fund that that campaign, I guess. What were we gonna look up? We were gonna look up an NFT. Who shouted it out? Trump with hat NFT.
Trump with hat?
I don't think that's Cardano.
I don't
wanted to check.
That is.
Oh, it is. It is. Look at that. Trump with
okay.
Hat. Okay, 50 Trump with hat NFTs for 58 each. Now double the price minimum. Only a few being listed.
June James. What's going on?
Looks, definitely AI. That's fine.
It's a nice little clay you have there.
I'm assuming these are going to go with some sort of Trump with hat token.
You think so?
I would imagine. I mean, it's with hat. Has there any been a with hat that hasn't been a token?
No.
I don't think so. Yo, June, what's going on, man? Haven't heard from you in forever. Hope you're doing well, man. I hope you graduated. And I think last time I talked to you, you were almost graduated. Let's see. I heard they didn't make any, didn't have to deliver. Might be FUD. Yo, there was cornucopious news, I think, yesterday.
Ooh, yeah, we can talk about that.
Yes, cornucopious is. Let me see if I was. Yep, right here. I was just looking at this. So cornucopious is going to be doing their what's it called? Like all the transactions basically to run their game are going to be done on the base layer. So essentially, they came to Cardano, took our money, and now all the money that will be flowing in from cornucopious will be going to base.
Yeah.
That's how I interpreted that. I didn't like it. I'm happy for cornucopious. I hope that increases the value of the NFTs I'm holding. But I think the reason why people were very happy with cornucopious, despite how much money they threw at them and lost or won, depending on when you sold, if you sold, right, was because you were hoping that money would come back and flow into Cardano, and we would have this amazing game and development community that, every single week has a YouTube channel that shows you their developments. But yes, it'll always be on Cardano, but I think the money is going to be helping out base. Like all those transactions should be helping out base, not Cardano. And maybe they had to do that anyways because Cardano can't keep up. And that's fair. That is fair. It just kind of sucks.
I still feel like they're years away. You know what I mean?
Before mass adoption?
No,
of the game?
Like cornucopias actually does something. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're transitioning now, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But if they're going to be doing all their
nothing's done.
transactions
Like,
on base, is that bullish for Cardano?
no, I don't think so. Because people that are on base are going to stick on base. They're not going to go to Cardano.
I don't think so either.
Just like I don't want to go to base. You know what I'm saying?
It would be cool though, and I feel like eventually everything's going to be kind of interoperable. I feel like if you wanted an NFT on Cardano to play a video game, but Cardano's a little sluggish, maybe you use Cardano for the security. Maybe then you could use, attach it to the base side of things and do the interactions there so that you can continue to play the game within a timely manner.
Yeah,
And
but I'm
maybe it could
wondering how
balance
long it would
both.
take to bridge. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
don't know.
Milkameta, right, or whatever, did the ETH bridge.
Yep.
You know,
Somebody was
so
saying in here, I read the comment, it's like Milkomedia V2.
yeah. And so that's the big question is like a lot of people look at it as like, oh, it's going to get more eyes on Cardano because there's going to be more people from base. It's not like that, man. You know, I've gone to Polygon, I've gone to ETH, I've gone to Sol. Where am I at now? Back at my home base, right? It's like, for lack of
Yeah.
better terms, but base back at my home base, right? Like,
Well,
I belong to Cardano, and I think Cardano belongs to me, right? Like, I like the chain. I like, the people that are inside it for the most part. Like, I vibe with it or whatever people say, right? And so sure, I've used other chains for stuff, but I could never move the amount of money that I've had on Cardano to another chain and be like, okay, this is cool.
yeah. Some people are doing that though, which is interesting. Now this isn't the greatest example because Grayscale has been selling a lot of Bitcoin as well. But Grayscale just a few days ago announced that they got rid of all of their Cardano, and it wasn't just Cardano. They got rid of maybe Polygon too. It was another, maybe it was even Base. I don't remember. It was another crypto along with Cardano, and they were getting rid of massive amounts of Bitcoin too. So like when you see massive outflows of Bitcoin, it's usually from Grayscale, and eventually they'll run out, and then I think we're good. But until then, we kind of need to wait for some of these bigger players to get rid of those bags. But the other thing I was going to follow that up with was when I went to test out Solana, it was quick and fast, and that was months ago, right? And I was like, Cardano doesn't have that. Like, I see why people shit on Cardano. And then there was the argument though of like, oh well, it goes down sometimes though. And I was like, okay, well, they do have that. So I guess Cardano's again once even. But again, like if my chain only went down once every few months and it was that fast, it wouldn't bother me, right? It'd be like resetting the router on my computer, like a little annoying, but it's fine. But now, transactions aren't going through. It takes hours, even if they do. The chain's just not working. It's super loaded down. And I'm like, okay, well, that is a huge, major issue. And it's still outperforming Cardano by miles. So it really tells me that this whole thing really is a fucking joke. Like people are choosing not to invest into Cardano because they don't have any invested interest to pump the coin, right? They didn't have their bags yet. They don't want it to pump because they want to pump other things to get a bag. But it might just be that whole rotation thing. There's a lot of the same people in crypto that are really wealthy, and they're moving their money around back and forth, playing musical chairs, making money on this and then selling to make money on that. And they just haven't come to Cardano yet, but I feel like they will. I feel like there's no reason Cardano shouldn't also get some sort of, 100%, 150% pump at some point throughout,
I'd like it to,
the next few months.
I'd like it to for sure. I mean,
I think just logically it makes sense though. Like not even I would like it to.
Yeah. It's just they had this huge meme coin. And what I mean by huge is like millions upon millions upon millions, right, of dollars flowing. And then you see some Cardano people going over there, right? And the feedback is I went over there to play the meme coin game, had no freaking clue on what I was doing and how fast it was going to operate. So I got wrecked. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of people being like, well, I turned my $3,000 into $50 real quick.
Yeah, I saw that tweet too.
You know,
and a lot of scams too. a lot of scams. Like, it's so easy to get scammed out there, guys. Like, be freaking careful. We say it all the time. I'm sure you see it all the time, and you're probably thinking like, dude, I'm never going to get scammed. I know exactly what I'm doing. And dude, just continue to be careful, because you let your guard down for a second, these scammers are finding new ways.
I still have to remind myself, don't click links, dude. Do not click links.
Yeah. And like, it's pretty obvious on Twitter when you get a DM, but sometimes people are social engineering backwards and getting your emails. Like, for real, guys, just
like cornucopias. They had a link.
They got hacked though, right?
What?
They got hacked though, right? And then they released that link?
No, this one was, I think, in their actual announcement of doing base.
But
they had an announcement.
But the account, right, was hacked, and that's how it got posted. I would imagine, or why else would they post it?
I don't know, but I saw
it was an accident that they posted a link to get scammed.
No, I don't think it was I don't know if it was a scam or whatever, but I know that they posted a link to something, and it was like, hey, this NFT is out. Like, now this is what we're doing. Like, you can get it here, and it was underneath the big announcement of the base, right?
I'm 90% sure one of their accounts got compromised. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, they boy trying to do a sneaky link, bro.
Sneaky link.
Yeah.
Hug saying retail isn't here yet. Cardano is the coin of the people. Not surprised at all to see VC chains pumping first. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Got to run early, guys, but we'll check the recording. Appreciate you, Andrew.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Popping in and out. I appreciate you, man.
But yeah, so Corn did that. I'm trying to think what else happened. Charles is getting some pushback a little bit from the community. He's being too rigid on shit.
Get his point of view. I do. But like, he's just in a different position than the people who are investing into his coin.
Right.
Like, he's for the people, right? And the people are like, cool, like, for the people. But then he's like, like, we don't need to make money like right now. Like, it's fine. Like, we can do that next year, or this year, or that year. Like, just calm down, let people have their fun. It's like, no, man, for the people, we're broke. we're trying to use your coin to like help us financially. We believe in you. Like,
we don't have these bills, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got like buffaloes and helicopters and Lambos and a ranch, dude. Some of us don't have apartments. You know what I'm saying?
The people want the pump.
That's the point. June. Charles has to pump it, right? But the thing is like, so many people like hate him. Yeah, he's like, let him eat cake, like Marie Antoinette and shit.
Look, I do get both sides. I get his side too, because at the same time, if it does pump and it's a bunch of VC stuff, it's like, all right, well, it's going to eventually dump too and then be nothing, right? Or
could, yeah, but the big thing is like, well, you could be a part of it though, right? Like, how great would that be for us to have some of this funding, right? Instead, we have these people who bought at like tenths of a cent, or like a cent or like whatever, and
the guys who got in super early,
and then just sit on it and don't do anything with it.
Yeah,
because I think what happens is that, they made the staking when that first came out so attractive that people didn't want to do anything with their thing. I remember there were times, epics, where I was getting like 12% back in coin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on average, it was like 4%. And you could just go from pool to pool and be fine.
Are we going to talk about what happened today too? Like, I don't know if you guys were watching the market like live, but you see this huge dip that we had today?
Yeah.
We were up at 70,000 roughly, and we went all the way down to 67, almost 66 and some change. Like, and then we bounced all the way back up to 70,000 again. Like, bro, what are these moves?
The volatility. Yeah.
Well, what happened was CPI data came out today, and it was hot. And people were panicking, and they were like, okay, so we're going to have to force in start pricing in a rate hike, actually, is what people were saying. But if you look, I'll actually bring it up, the CME tool. This like determines if the Fed is going to lower or raise rates. You can just go to cmegroup.com if you want to view that. But you can look through here and you can look at the different dates. So this is for May, definitely not changing. This is for June, and it looks like June is maybe, but probably not. You go to July, and basically, as you can see, like you just keep getting more and more likely to cut as you go throughout the year. So nothing has changed as far as this hot CPI report. So there still should be a cut or to 3 cuts before the end of the year. So when we see these big dips, let me go back to Bitcoin here. As long as that doesn't change, you should be buying these dips. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, and if we look at the 1 year, you know, that's pretty much it. Every single time there's been a dip, if you bought it, you'd be very happy.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. And it makes complete sense that we would be hovering up here after such a run too. We obviously wouldn't just continue to go before the halving as well. I think
imagine Bitcoin
really
goes to 100K.
It will. 100%. Like there's
100%.
no doubt in my mind. I would make a bet. Like if there was an options trade, I'm sure there is for Bitcoin. I'm actually doing an options trade right now on Mara. It's about a 3-month out. It ends 06/21, and it needs to hit $20. Well, actually 24, but the strike price is $20.
And where is it now?
I'll show you guys. We'll go look at Mara.
Dude, because I remember Mara was like
getting killed.
$3.
Mara was 3?
Yeah.
That was forever ago.
Yeah.
Or like a year at least, right?
This is a long time ago.
Yeah. But Mara is a Bitcoin miner, one of the best, if not the best, that you can buy on the New York Stock Exchange. And I do like to play the biggest players. And I just feel like with Bitcoin breaking out to all-time highs, we're not even close. Now, mining works way differently, and this is a company. It's not just a coin that raises in value. But they've been increasing their holdings. They've been increasing the amount that they're mining. They've been increasing their mining locations, the number of locations. So as long as Bitcoin stays above, I believe the break-even price for Bitcoin miners, let me go back to Bitcoin, is right like here. I think they said it was 66K is the break-even for miners after the halving. So right now, miners are selling off because people are predicting when the halving comes, then miners will make half as much money, which makes sense, but it's not entirely true because the what are they called? The fees, the transaction fees are actually increasing on Bitcoin due to ordinals and due to the DeFi that is being built underneath Bitcoin that wasn't there previously. Yeah. So, and if the price of Bitcoin increases, then they're still profitable. So I think miners are at a major lag right now. And I think if we look at Mara, I'm hoping it just catapults at least to like 50, like somewhere in this more fair value range.
Yeah.
But right now it is being heavily shorted.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen, in 2 months, right? It's kind of crazy, especially in crypto. Like,
yeah,
we'll see. The halving's going to happen, right? And so, what, next month?
What, the halving? Yeah, it should be. Let me see, actually. There's a calendar, or there's a countdown.
Starch is going to have a halving. So that should be pretty interesting.
Is this it? No. Where is the countdown? Here it is. Boom. All right. So we got 9 days. 9 days, my friend.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts. Happy birthday to me.
That's Jesus. So crazy, bro.
But there's been a lot of stuff going down just in crypto and markets in general. So I don't know. It'll be kind of interesting to see how everything plays out after that. But ordinals are definitely, from what everybody said, from New York or whatever, that went to NFT New York, it was legit all about ordinals.
Yeah.
So
ordinals probably will be the thing to take off. They're kind of expensive to get into. They're going to be rare because you have to mint them on the block, right? So they're like connected to a specific block. Like, I don't know. Ordinals are probably the move, honestly. And when people were calling it out months ago, I should have listened. Ordinals was the move then. still probably the move. It's still pretty new, and Bitcoin's never going to get faded. Like Bitcoin DeFi, I don't know, man. I feel like Bitcoin DeFi is going to be stronger than ETH DeFi, maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Because with ETH still, it's like, well, you know, gas fees are going to get higher and higher as price goes up. So will price continue? And then with Bitcoin, though, it's just there's no reason not to. Bitcoin's never going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I'll have to look into some Bitcoin DeFi, see if I need to play somewhere in the Bitcoin DeFi space.
Got Rune Ordinal.
Rune Ordinal and sold.
Why didn't you keep it?
Was it wait? How much? What did you sell it for though? Because you got it for free. Like I don't blame you.
Yeah,
but like if you sold it for $50, like
right?
Yeah,
I think a bunch of people got them, right?
Will ADA drop suddenly when the halving happens? I mean, nobody knows.
Hell,
if we look at, I'm not gonna be able to find a perfect chart like without having searched previously, but there's like the halving charts which show you like the lines on the chart like where the halving happened, and it's not like the halving happened and then 2 days later it went up like crazy. It's usually like 2 to 3 weeks after the halving it starts to really start to mature. So I don't know. It's possible. I don't think though. I do think this time is different, and that's like the worst thing to do as a trader. I'm not going to act on it, but like I am thinking that this time is different. We've never had this much money, this big of players allowed to participate.
Yeah,
a lot of money's coming in. Yeah, I guess so. It's hard to say, but what do you think? I don't, man. It's if I was feeling strongly one way or another, I would say my opinion, but I'm not. Like, I think that the halving is extremely bullish, but I don't think that it's going to have an immediate impact because it never has historically. So, like I said, I wouldn't trade on that. But because I do believe that this time is different, I could see us go up into the halving and then continue to go up like right after as well. Oh, you sold it for $1,500, bro. I mean, I wouldn't, bro. You got that shit for free? Congratulations. I mean, how much is it worth now, though? I mean, you know, I'm sure, you know, you tell me it's worth like 100,000 or 50,000 or something. It stings, but like, bro, 1,500 for free. That is never a bad day.
Yeah. With the Utes, I could have got $2,000 each. So $10,000.
Yeah.
This is here's the thing. This is how reckless I am. I don't care.
Yeah.
I was glad to be rid of my shit at that point.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel with
so
this
salty.
option.
So fucking salty, bro. You know?
Yeah. I do, bro. Dude, the halving, I can't wait until we start going up again. Yeah. Like we've been so stuck for a while. Everything's been kind of stuck. But I watch, I don't know if you guys watch Tom Nash, but he's a crypto influencer for stocks and big Tesla, Palantir, SoFi kind of guy.
Okay.
Kind of Kathy Woods-ish, but like I think smarter. Okay. Or like just less emotional. Okay. But he was breaking down like the panic that was happening today. And he was like the minutes came in and where is it up? The FOMC minutes. Shout out to Gio for that. And he said it was just a little bit hotter than normal. And he's absolutely right. And he was the one who actually showed me, if you look at the CME tool, and I've known about this before, but he reminded me to look at this and to go down these dates and see what the predictions still are. And everything is still on for this year. Everybody was kind of anticipating like 4 or 5 rate cuts. And then towards the beginning of the year, Jerome Powell came out and kind of like nipped that in the bud real quick. He was like, no, we're definitely not doing that. And then this got repriced in, but it's still the same as it was, you know, like a month or two ago. So as long as this doesn't change, I feel like the market's going to keep melting up. So I think that's important to watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to something that's a little less painful in the eyes.
Well, here's the thing, though. I have to go to basketball practice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will be here next Wednesday. I promise you.
We'll have Danketsu. Maybe I'll hit him up and see if maybe there was an issue with the timing.
Gotcha. Honestly, it was great to be back, like, and have some normalcy in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you for not giving up on me.
No, you're all good, brother.
And then, yeah, so I gotta go to basketball practice. I'll be back. Hit me up this week or whatever if you want to chat.
Sounds good.
But other than that, dude, I gotta get out of here.
All right.
Thanks for having me on. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. If you aren't subbed to this dude, sub to him.
Appreciate you, Clean.
Yeah.
Glad you're feeling better, man. Glad you got through all that, and go have a good practice.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. All right, see you, man. All right, bye.
So yeah, that's everything I guess that like comes up to mind off the top of my head. I normally have some things planned and some like charts to show you guys, but I thought Danketsu was coming on. So unless there's something you guys want me to go over, I'll stay for another minute or two, see if there's anything you guys want me to cover, any projects y'all are looking at, any charts you want me to look at. We'll definitely go do that. I got the time. But yeah, if we're not, I'm not just going to sit here and waste mine and your time. So let me know. Let's go look at some Snek. I'm still praying to God Snek comes back. And I really do feel like it will. But, you know, there's always going to be that little bit of doubt, especially once you start going down in price. Like once you're down like $50 off of like we'll have to do percentages. Once you're down like 5%, you're just like, it'll bounce back. You're down like 10%, you're just like, it'll bounce back, you know, and then like 15, 20%, and you're just coping at that point. So I believe it. There's a lot of reasons for it to go back up, but it is tough. It's tough to watch. How does TON and ICP look on the charts? Let's check them out. TON. Something that has me a little nervous is the fact that Cardano is very close to falling out of top 10. And I don't know how much that matters. I know top 10 sounds good, and it's probably a nice selling point to convince people to buy in. But I don't know. If Cardano falls out of the top 10, I'm sure it can come back in, but I just don't know what kind of repercussions that has immediately. On the monthly chart, it's up 136%, guys. That is insane. How long has this coin been out? All time? So it's a newer coin. It came out the middle-ish end of 2022. Does anybody know what TON coin is doing? Like why it's so bullish right now? TON is a beast. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. But why did it have this monstrous run up? Was there news? Did a big investor support it? Was there a YouTube video? Did they have an update? Like why? Why TON? Maybe I can Google that. Why is TON pumping? The fact that pumping early in the... No. That was for breastfeeding. Is TON a machine for breastfeeding? Oh, a ton, of course. Let me see. Do you got Telegraph coin? I just don't understand how that's bullish though. Like everybody has like, there's an AI coin, there's a gaming coin, like they're all different coins. But like, why? Yeah. Yeah, breastfeeding coin or some shit. What was the other coin you wanted me to look at? TON and ICP. Yeah, internet computer. Let's check it out. It's so hard to say. Like, I would love to look at this chart and be like, oh yeah, it looks like the Fibonacci's are meeting it, but like it's a new coin, it's hitting new all-time highs. There's nothing to chart. It's doing well, you know. To all the holders, congratulations. We'll go look at ICP. Internet computer. This is one that I've been fading for a while too. I didn't like the name, honestly. That was the only reason why. Internet computer just sounds like something from 1999. Oh, wow. Damn. This is a Cardano chart if I've ever seen it. This is... Okay, so they were about 200% on the year. Last month, about 11%. Down 10.5% in 7 days. Honestly, a good buying, a dip buying opportunity if you're into ICP. So let's see. Around December is when everything started pumping. It's still towards its high. It's holding up better than other things did, but it hasn't regained nearly anywhere close to its original value. I don't know why this was, though, either. Did they issue more tokens? Is that why? Is this super diluted? I think Telegraph wants to integrate it for payments. They originally created the coin. Oh, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Oh, you can't see the chart. My bad. God damn it. There we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So what I was saying when I was like looking at the all-time, I was like, this is a Cardano chart if I've ever seen one. But no, the 1 year looks really good, 208%, and it's holding towards the highs, which is nice. It's on the way down, but you know, Cardano's chart on the yearly does not look like that. It's not nearly holding up. Let's check out the year chart, make sure I'm not wrong on that. I guess Cardano kind of is. Kind of. It's a little lower. We'll have to see. The thing that like I keep thinking about all the time is like what came first, the chicken or the egg? But like what came first? Like the interest in the coin or the money flowing and pumping the coin up, making you want to FOMO in? Like what do you guys think actually comes first? Is it Cardano has a new, and I'm just using Cardano as an example, but like Cardano has a new update, and so that makes people want to buy in speculation of this new update? Or is it, oh crap, it just beat and went higher than its all-time high, let me try to get in on the pump? So it looks like Mikey thinks the second one, people are trying to get in on the FOMO, and I think that's true too. And I was actually I wanted to talk to Danketsu a lot about that today. I wanted to ask them during December when during when crypto was starting to pump out of its lows. I wanted to ask them if they noticed if any more people came into the Discord, or you know, if volume on their NFTs increased at all. I want to know these things. I want to know how far away are we from our DeFi sector, including NFTs, rebounding. I'm just really curious. Our DeFi isn't exactly connected or correlated exactly to NFTs, but to know the NFT side and the NT side would be really cool to know. But I just know sometimes I'll be in a coin too for so long, and I'll just be like teetering back and forth, especially Cardano. I'm like this with Tesla a lot too. Elon will do something and I'm like, oh man, like I don't know if I should have invested this much into Tesla. And then 3 weeks will go by and it'll be like, you know, Elon discovered something new and is coming out with a new car or whatever, and Tesla's pumping all-time highs. I'm like, man, I knew I should have bought Tesla, baby. And that's just kind of how I feel on Cardano sometimes. It's just like, you know, this week I'm just like, man, why didn't I buy any other coins? Why did I put so much money into Cardano? And then like 3 weeks will go by or something and it's pumping like, you know, 20% on the day. It doesn't happen often, but am I still bearish on Cardano NFTs? Yes. Except for Sneckies. Yes, I still am. Yeah. It's not that I don't believe they'll never come back. If that was the case, I would dump them all right now immediately and never look back and just put it all into Sneck and wait. Which I somewhat did, but not all of them. I took maybe like a third of my NFTs value-wise and sold them. Still holding probably like 80% of my NFTs, but 20% were just worth more because they held up value. But NFTs seemed to do really well at the end of the bull cycle last run. So I feel like NFTs might start a little earlier just due to people. I feel like people are on top of it this time. People are waiting for these pumps. People expect these pumps. I don't know. I feel like it might be a little earlier, but it'll still be towards the end. So like I've said in a previous stream, I would be purchasing NFTs again, and I will be, but I'm going to be late to the party, and I'm fine with that. I would rather be late. Let me see. Look at some NFTs. Chains of War. Surprised, actually, that these are holding up so decently. I know they're making their game, and their graphics look okay. Nothing like super mind-blowing, but interesting that they, out of all NFTs, are holding up. Maybe this actually has to do with Cornucopias leaving. Well, not leaving, but you get what I'm saying. This might be some sort of reaction to that. Space Buds, I still believe in. I have never heard of Moon Blobs. Omens are still, I don't know. I liked Omens. I liked the art of Omens. I just don't understand, and I've said this before, I don't understand the value of art. I don't understand how it holds up other than, more people wanting to hold that art. And so if more people aren't coming into this space, I don't see how art holds up that well. It makes no sense to me, but I'm so glad that people got some money in there. I just don't understand it, so I stay away from art-based projects for the most part. Ape Society, still hovering pretty much. At least they're not 1,000 though. At least. Danketsu, sweet floor. That is crazy. 370. Lil Sappy is still holding up pretty decently too. Almost a double if you don't count fees. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not looking into NFTs. Not at the moment. But do you think OG NFTs will pump or just the new thing? I think there's going to be a lot of frustration because when I get frustrated, it's because I bought into Clay Nation and yo, what's going on, Ozar? What's going on, homie? So like when I bought into Clay Nation, I was really pumped. The NFTs went up. It was the first big purchase I ever had on NFTs. I dropped 700 ADA back when it was over $1. I think it cost me around $1,000 for that. My NFT that I use now, that one that you see in the top right, that was my very first NFT. And when it started making money or going up in value, I was so happy. I felt like I finally did the right thing. I felt like I finally learned to go with the OG, go with the best, and be a part of the culture that's already built here. And people I found were so quick to jump ship and go to Ape Society. And then Ape Society flipped the floor really quick. And I just didn't understand that, like, Clay Nation's built so much more at that time than Ape Society had. And I couldn't understand it. And then what was there? I feel like there was one more NFT that did it too. Maybe it was Dead Pixels, but I was kind of confused as how Dead Pixels got higher than Clay Nation too. So like it made me mad a little bit because I felt like the NFT that I believed in should be doing better. This OG NFT, because it's here, it deserved to do better. But that's just not how it worked. So I feel like there are going to be some OGs for sure, right? Space Buds might be those NFTs. I'm really hoping. And I think Space Buds might be one of the NFTs. I have an ape as well, just in case, because I believe in them as well, as long as Congo can chill out a little bit and we actually build some more bullish things. And those are like the only two, maybe Cornucopias, maybe. I don't know. There's like 2 to 3 NFT projects on Cardano that I think will last that long. Maybe Goofy Gophers, if they start mining a lot of very profitable crypto, that could work too. It's really hard to say. Do you think Boss Cats will gain value? So with Boss Cats, I don't see them. Like, I don't participate too much in Twitter Spaces at the moment. I kind of go through phases, but I feel like I haven't seen them in Twitter Spaces. I haven't seen a tweet. I haven't seen a Discord announcement. Like, I know they once in a while, like every 2 to 3 months, will, talk about something they're doing, and maybe it pumps for like a day, but then it just takes forever again. So I think if a bull market's going to come and some big hype project that, I don't know, maybe it's had experience on Solana, or maybe it's a big name from another chain, whatever it might be, might take some VC money and make it do well over here. And you're going to want to be a part of that because they're using that money to make it do well. And after a few months of seeing how successful these new projects are, people might start fading our OG projects. And that's okay. But just I'm trying to do this myself. I'm trying to be open-minded to the fact that my OGs, my bias is going to be wrong at times, for sure. So I'm just reminding myself that. Let's see. Yeah, these are good questions, guys. NFTs have dropped in the last year. Now, many may be a good time to pick up some inspiring projects, but I, for one, am hoping that they get a lift in the end 4 to 6 months. Get a lift in the end. Oh, in the end, I think he's saying 4 to 6 months. Yeah, I don't know. It could. I think it could take maybe a little longer than that. No Yumi, no Makasi, no Equine. I hold Yumi. I like Yumi. I don't see the momentum. I mean, I don't see the momentum in any of their favors, but even when we were getting some momentum, Yumi wasn't getting it. Makasi got a little bit, and Equine did not get any. Equine went down. It like maybe pumped for a day. It had a random day. So Equine, I'm no longer bullish on. It's taken way too long for them to develop what they said they'd develop. Their founder also dumped all of their NFTs on everybody while doing it in a raffle format so that he could make all of his money back and then some. And everybody fell for that. I think that was the dumbest thing in the world. Just out of spite. There was no way I was going to mint that shit. What the fuck happened to Equine? Yeah, exactly. Equine said they are in their first stage of beta testing. Bro, they were supposed to have stables like in December of last year. I don't know. Keep beta testing, man. Keep testing those stables. Look, man, I'm holding Equine. I'm holding so many. I'm down bad. I would love for Equine to do well, but it's frustrating when you're told something and then you're not given what you were told. And I know people want to set deadlines, right? People want to give somebody some sort of, hey, wait for this time period and then I can give you this, but you got to give me some time. I understand that. But if you don't know for a fact when you can deliver something, don't give me a timeline. And then if it doesn't work, what? Then, okay, I got to give you a month. Okay, that's fine. I'll give you a month. And then it doesn't come in a month. What then? Like 4 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years? That looks horrible. It feels horrible as an investor. It's not a good thing to do. We've said this all the time. We've had this happen so many times in so many projects. People give a deadline, they don't meet it. People get pissed and they leave. It's not a good look. But yeah, I don't like shitting on people, but at the same time, I also feel like it's not okay for them to come in here, just take our money and take their sweet time. It sucks. I think boss cats are starting to ramp up slowly, but it's starting to. Maybe. I hope so. I hope somebody makes money on these NFTs in here because it'll bring more volume. It'll bring volume into Cardano. You know, when I started hearing about the punks, you know, on ETH, I was like, man, like, what do I care if I spend $100 in gas fees? If I could get, you know, an opportunity at life-altering money for just like a couple $100, like that is where it's at. And now people are going to have those same interactions and same thought processes on Cardano when we have great NFTs and when we have great meme coins. So that's why I don't really care too much about who does what. No, you're right, man. Sometimes it's not easy to say how it is. It's just, we have a lot of negativity on Cardano, so I don't like to contribute towards it. But at the same time, there is some constructive criticism. And I just think that with deadlines, it makes it hard. Because if you don't meet it, it sounds like you failed. So that's just why I think deadlines are a little hard. And that's maybe actually a slightly good thing on Charles's end and IOHK's end to not give a deadline on Hydra and on some of their other developments. They just say they're working on it. And then when they're ready, they give an announcement. They're like, hey, we've been working on this. And that's cool. Because if they were like, hey, it's coming in August, you know, and everybody's hyped for August, the price is pumping, you know, maybe 10% that week just because anticipation, maybe 30%. And then you don't get it. And then it drops 30% while the overall market's going higher. And then boom, you get passed on all because somebody was mad about a deadline. It's dumb. It is dumb, but it happens. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it there. I appreciate y'all for watching and engaging. 11 people today. I know this wasn't our scheduled time, so I really appreciate y'all for watching. And we're talking about maybe doing another big stream with some people. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but also check in for next week. I'm going to talk to Danketsu. I'm going to see what happened. Maybe a little miscommunication there or something, but I hope they're doing well. Maybe he overslept. All good. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Till next time, guys. Peace.